everyone, this is Ken McLennan, curator at Pleasanton's Museum on Main, and I'd like to welcome you to our video tour of the exhibit The Way We Learned, Pleasanton Public Schools from Slates to Screens. We begin in the hallway with a Pleasanton Schools Hall of Fame, where we recognize some of the graduates and former attendees of Pleasanton Schools who have gone on to make a mark in the world, as well as some of the builders and founders who have helped to make the school system what it is. Some of those builders include Joshua Neal, who donated the land for one of the first schools, certainly for the first multi-room schoolhouse, on the site of what is now the Pleasanton Public School District offices, and who also was one of the first trustees of the Pleasanton School District. This section also includes the namesakes of some of our schools, such as the philanthropist and education activist, Phoebe Hearst, local farmer and original high school board trustee Henry Moore, longtime administrator Tom Hart, who was taken far too soon by cancer from the community, George Leidixson, who helped preside over Murray School District at the time of rapid growth, and whose name now graces Leidixson Elementary School. And because Pleasanton is so proud of its music programs, we also recognize the band leaders and music directors of our schools, such as Harry Tripp and Chan Henderson, and Amador High School band leader Jim Campana. Among the former students that we recognize in this gallery include former Alameda County District Attorney Tom Orloff, actress and activist Gabrielle Union, local anchor Juliette Goodrich, Power Ranger David Yost, Air Force Colonel and Space Wing Commander Carrie Chun. And then, of course, there are the athletes. Matt Anger of the Tennis Pro Tour, soccer legend Kevin Crowe, Pro Bowler Keith Millard, Giant shortstop Brandon Crawford, horse trainer Jeff Bondi, golfer Paula Creamer, and baseball player Stephen Piscotty, among others. But those are just a few of the highlights of the many people that we've recognized as bringing honor to the city for their contributions in various areas. And I'm sure we've missed some. So if you happen to come see the exhibit before it closes, perhaps you can suggest some of them. And so we move on into the Phoebe Hearst Gallery, where we examine some of the ways that schooling and the school experience has changed over the 150 plus years that Pleasanton has had public schools. We begin with academics. We take a look at the shift from chalkboards and rote memorization of the 19th century and the personal slates that children used to do their exercises, to the modern era of updated textbooks and interactive learning and projects, and of course, digital technology to do their work on. As an added treat, we've been able to borrow from the school district a piece of technology that teachers used for many years to teach class, and that's an overhead projector that made it much easier to write down information for the class than writing it on the chalkboard. It's very popular until it was replaced by digital projectors over the last couple of decades. We look at extracurricular activities and how they've changed and expanded over the years. So the number of clubs has grown considerably at the junior and high school level since the late 19th century. And of course, we also take a look at high school sports, which have also changed and grown over the years. And the most significant change, of course, has been the expansion of official high school sports to include women. And the change from a Girls Athletic Association club to a more officially organized and recognized team sports for girls. High school sports have played a major role in the community over the years, but the community has also been involved in the school system in very many different ways. From parent-teacher associations, to sponsorship of clubs and service organizations, to local government recognizing the achievements of students, and of course, the politics of school funding. Which brings us to the administration and governance of the system. From the school boards that we elect to establish policy, to the administrators who actually run the schools, to support staff such as the secretaries, librarians, and custodians who also help to keep the school running. From a single teacher with fewer than 50 kids, the Pleasanton Public School System has expanded to 15 schools serving over 15,000 students, serving them from kindergarten all the way through high school graduation. A lot of the changes to Pleasanton schools are the result of national, even global trends. Changes in technology, educational theory, and the basic makeup of America's economy and society. But Pleasanton's residents and leaders have also played a role, not only in bringing their schools up to date, but in investing the money and effort to build a successful, highly ranked school district that attracts families from all over the world. This achievement has had its costs, most notably in the affordability of housing, but it has provided clear benefits to the community and its students. Thank you for attending our virtual tour.